Today we're going to be looking at the Shure SM57 dynamic microphone and also two accessories, the pop filter that goes specifically for this microphone and a shock mount that you can mount to any type of stand, also specifically for the SM57. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. Now, when most microphones say that they are a legendary microphone, they're probably overplaying it or marketing it a little bit too much. But this is actually a microphone that's pretty legendary. If you go ahead and look up its history, it's got a pretty rich heritage. So, right off the bat, you have the instruction manual, limited warranty card, a Shure sticker. Let's see what's in here. Language that I don't understand, so we're not going to deal with that. Strap. More disclaimer information. We'll put that aside. More wrappings. So this is the connector that you would connect to a stand. Nice of them to give you that. Put that in the back. And then here is the Shure microphone. Very solidly constructed. You can tell that it's got a nice heavy construction to it. Here's the look of the front plate. For this particular model, in fact all 57, 58 models, you do want to talk directly to the top of the microphone. So this is actually kind of nice, and this is the reason why I like the 57 over the 58, is that kind of makes you aware that you need to speak right into the microphone. It's also the reason why I like these type of pop filters, is because there's a nice flat area that you can speak into. And we'll get into the pop filter a little bit later. Down at the bottom there is the XLR connection, just to make you to be aware that if you are going to connect this to any type of computer, you're going to need a analog to digital interface in order to make that work. Or if you're going to connect it to it like any type of PA system, then it should accept XLR inputs. So that's a quick look at the microphone itself. We'll set this aside for now. Keep digging in here. They give you a nice little, I guess, leather purse that you can keep your microphones, and it's deep enough to where you can also keep your XLR cable with it. Generally speaking, when you purchase one of these, you always want to look for bundles. They generally don't go on sale very often. If they do, they're really not all that great of a rebate sale. Try to get a bundle in which you get the XLR cable that you need. So this came in a bundle with an 20-foot XLR cable, which is really long. Hopefully it'll actually fit in this. I hope it does. So let's go ahead and clean this up, and then we'll look at the accessories. So one of the reasons why I like the 57 over its other brother, which is the 58 and 58S, is because I liked the small form factor of the top of the mic. And because of that form factor, the pop filter that comes with it is also very, very slim and organized. I just like the fact that it comes in that shape. So we're going to go ahead and open up this particular pop filter that was made for the SM57 and also the 545. So I went ahead and removed the wrapping, which is quite a task sometimes. And this is what the popper stopper looks like. It's actually fairly large in comparison to the actual microphone. You can actually see the size difference, so it's definitely going to look large when you put it over the top of the mic. Now a few thoughts on this particular popper stopper, and then we can get on. So one thing that you see is that it has this outer ring that you can put onto the mic itself. And it looks like you basically adjust it, and then you can either tape or glue it onto the mic itself. And then this sleeve will go over the mic itself, or the popper stopper itself, and then it can actually rest on top of that. Now the foam here is pretty much any standard type foam that you would get. Because of this large, it almost feels like aluminum. I think this is actually aluminum because it's actually very heavy here at the base, which feels really good. It's not something that you would normally think of when buying something like a popper stopper, but really well made down here. And what you'll find is that there is a locking screw right here. You can actually see it hopefully. And what I'm assuming that happens is that you put this on the mic, you put this on, and then you can lock it together to ensure that it doesn't fall off. So when you put it on, let me do this, put it on somewhere here, and then you can put it on. Now it does look a little bit strange once you put this particular stopper on, because the mic itself is actually pretty slim. Once you put this on, it actually really beefs up the front. But overall, the package itself is still very small, as you can see, compared to my hands, which is something that I like. I do like the slim form factor. The last accessory that we're going to be looking at is the shock mount. So this is the Shure shock mount for your mics. And what it does is that it tries to reduce vibrations from the stand getting to the mic. So this will get rid of some extraneous noise for you. It looks to be a fairly simplistic design. We'll go ahead and open it up and take a look. So now I've removed it from the packaging, and this is what the shock mount looks like. There is a part where you can pivot it once you put it onto a stand or an arm. And what this does is that the inside of this particular loop is a rubber substance, so it helps isolate the mic once it's actually through this hole from getting vibrations through whatever stand that you're using. And it's fairly strong, definitely very rubbery, should be very grabby. So if we were to take the mic, you can just slide it in, and then what you would want to do is you just would want to twist it in, and then you can tell there is now some isolation, so that if you shake the mic, some of the noise from the vibration shouldn't actually get recorded from the mic. Very simplistic design, and I think it'll do the job. Now, generally speaking, when you think of a shock mount, and this is like a very gaudy example, you would think of a shock mount like this, in which you would have a lot of rubber bands and then an inner layer and outer layer to keep isolation out. And while this looks really cool and everything looks great, what I find that if you're doing any type of recording in which you're recording video, it just takes up too much space, and you're recording extraneous stuff because this is taking so much surface area. And what I've come to find that once the allure of having big shock mounts is over, is that I actually do I'm starting to gravitate towards more simplistic designs when it comes to shock mounts. I think I actually do like this type of design. Try it out to see if it actually does its job, because I don't know. I mean, it might not do a good job compared to the shock mount that I just showed you over here. This could be a superior shock mount. So the only way to tell is to just use it for a little while. But definitely a good mic once everything's together. I think this will be a very interesting mic to use. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below, and until next time, thank you for watching.